When it comes to flying your drone, do you really need a filter on the front of your drone, or can you rely on the settings in the DJI Fly app? Let's find out. So when it comes to drone flying and ND filters, some people say use them, some people say don't use them and rely on the DJI Fly app and the ISO and shutter speed settings. And today I just wanted to try it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly the DJI Mini 5 Pro without a filter on auto settings. It's blue skies, there's clouds and the sun. So we'll go all the way around and just see how it reacts to all of those elements. And then I'll bring it back down again. I'll stick an ND16 filter on, get it back up, and I'll do a similar route all the way around, and we'll see exactly what it looks like. So we'll see the first footage and then the second footage, and I'll try and do a side by side so you can see the quality of both of them and see if a filter is actually needed or not. So let's get the drone up and get started. Right, okay, so I've got the drone in the air. As you can see, I'm doing a screen record so you can see exactly the settings on there as well. So I'm going to take it quite high up and out so we can see more of that blue sky. So I'm up 20 meters, 30 meters. So as you can see, I'm on auto settings. The ISO's at 160 and the shutter speed's at 1/6400. So I'll go round a little bit, focus on there. So yeah, so you can see the sky's nice and blue. You've got some cloud there. So I'll be able to see exactly what the definition is on the clouds when you've got a filter on or off and how it reacts to that particular light. So yeah, so this is just near Carlton and Red Marshall. Red Marshall's just in the near distance there. So I'll go along here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn round. So in a moment I'm going to turn the drone round, and then we're going to have it this way. The sun is over there, so then you should see the ISO and the shutter speed change as soon as it goes around there. So I'm going to start turning it around. So if you look on screen now, you'll see the shutter speed and the ISO down there at 1/6400, and the ISO's at 120. It's just changing. So I'll turn it round slowly so it's not going mad fast. And then you should see the ISO start to change as that sun and that brightness comes into shot. So there's the farmhouse and the field that I'm in at the moment. So I'll take it up a little bit higher. So I believe over in the far distance you can see on the screen, that is, I think that's the Cleveland Hills. Right, so I'm nearly at 100, right, max altitude is reached. So I'm basically 118 meters above. So you can see all that. You can see how the shutter speed has changed to 1/8000 and the ISO is at 200. Originally it was like 130 to 170. And you can see all of that there. So I'm just turning the camera around slowly just so that it picks up on different sort of lights and things like that. So you've got the sunshine and then you've got the blue skies and the clouds, and you'll be able to see exactly how it reacts. Obviously the shutter speed and the ISO is constantly changing as we sort of come in round. As soon as it gets to the sort of the sunnier parts, that shutter speed is changing hugely. So there. So that's basically sort of up in the sky, and we've just turned it round. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring it down, and then I'll take it back up with the ND16 filter. So I'll see you in a second. Right, okay, so I've got the drone back up again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it up and I'm going to do a similar sort of circle, go around over in that distance and film where you can see all of the blue sky and clouds. Circle it round so you get that sun and see how it reacts to the sun, and all the way back round again. Pretty much what I did in the first one. As I say, ND16 filter on there, and it's got auto settings, so you'll see the changes on the screen record. So let's get it up and out. Now the wind is starting to pick up. It's not as strong as Storm Dave, but I can see it's starting to rock a little bit, so the footage might be a little bit bouncy. So apologies for that, but it's just I just want to show what it's like between the two filters and non-filters. So as you can see there, we're just flying around a similar area, take it up a little bit more. So you can see that As you can see now on the screen, the ISO's at 130, whereas the shutter speed's 1/500. So obviously you can see a massive difference straight away in that. So we'll head back over here. So I'm trying to keep it roughly around the same altitude, so I'm going to take it up. I'm just mindful it's a bit windy and I don't know what it's going to be like up there. So far it's doing all right. 110. Right, so it's max altitude, so that's what the other one was. So I want to try and keep it similar, so it's the same results. So you can see a farmhouse in the distance there. Obviously you've got all that sky. And then what I'll do is I'll start to turn it round now. I'll try and do it slowly so it's not dead spinning for you. So I'll just get it round, and then if you look on the screen now, we'll see exactly how the ISO and the shutter speed changes. As you can see there, the shutter speed's just shot up to 1/1250. It's starting to rise as we're going round where the sun is and where it's a lot lighter. And then obviously when we get back round to sort of this area, it should then drop again. But I just wanted to see exactly how it performs, what it looks like, what the quality's like between the two. Right, okay. So that's a full 360. So I'm guessing the filter's going to keep that quality. It's going to lower the ISO and the shutter speed, so you're going to get a better, crisper picture. But I'll do a side-by-side to see exactly what it looks like, if you get any sort of graininess to the one without the filter or not, or whether it just adjusts the shutter speed and the ISO to keep the decent quality. We'll soon find out in the edit. Anyway, I'm going to bring it down. So all I want to do is just a bit of a 360 to see what it was. I don't want to do a long video, so I'll bring the drone down now, and I'll do my final bit to camera. So see you in a second. So there we go, that was the DJI Mini 5 Pro without a filter and with an ND filter, an ND16 filter on the front of it. Now when I was flying it, you could see that shutter speed and the ISO was increasing as I was flying and turning around where it was all bright. Whereas when it came to the ND filter, it was only around 1/500 rather than 1/8000. So I'm going to do a side-by-side for you, so you'll have seen that. So hopefully you'll see that, and when it changes, the ISO and everything changes, you'll be able to see, is a filter decent on it? Does it keep the quality, the definition, or does the one without the filter completely wash it out and ruin it? Let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, hit like, comment below and let us know how you're getting on, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later in the next one. So take care of yourself and happy flying. Bye bye.